Come on, Mavis. Yeah, it's not a cloud in the sky. Is it March or is it June? Bloody hell. And yes, I'm on a little YBI. Why? No, there's nothing wrong with me Hornet. I'm going on a little shopping trip. Because I spent yesterday wiring up my mum's Christmas present, or one of them, a security light for her backyard. And I said, well, when it stops raining and the weather's alright, I'll look at these. The Weetabix gang smoking wacky wacky. I was saying, yeah, I got a security light from that local cheapo shop, £15 for an LED one. Because the glass halogen ones kept blowing every 6 months or so on her old one. Plus her old one were knackered when I took it off. So I wired it up, dolloped loads of silicone on, which I'm hoping still wet because it doesn't work, does it? Your indicator's still on out of it. And I thought, instead of going to that cheapo shop, I should have done what I've done in the past, go to Argos. Because I want a big one and a little one, because there's a passageway where she checks her bins, which is also not illuminated because the little one I fitted there ages ago is knackered as well. They don't last, do they, because they get the weather on them, whereas mine, which has a canopy over, has lasted for years and it's still alright, so it's the weather. So I'll fix a canopy and they're right. I'm going to see if I can fit some kind of little canopy over it when I fit these. I thought to go into B&M bargains, I've seen them there, but maybe I'm asking for trouble again, buying crap. Although I bought a bathroom radio there years ago and that's still alright. I think it's a Goodman's, cheap but functional. Yeah, and if I'll have a look at these. If they're crap, I'll go to Argos. They're normally the best bet for stuff like that. And if that's no good, I'll go on to B&Q, which is near Argos. This car wants to get past, won't it, despite it only being 40 up this hill. Gotta get past, gotta get past, gotta get past that little bike. Maybe I should do more ride outs on this little bike. It's the same petrol money. As soon as it does 100 a gallon. That wood smokes, honestly. Thought it was someone vaping. Yeah, get past if you must, Albert. Oh, 2 of them. I better catch them up at that T-junction 35. And as soon as you hit the straights, it's alright again. As I said before, the weight limit on this bike is £198, which is nothing, is it? Although 210 is 15 stone, so I imagine it's 2 7-stone Chinese kids it's designed for, not someone that's 21 stone 10. So there you are, that's why it struggles uphill. Yeah, so it's a hazy, isn't it, today? Hazy, despite the breeze. No fly tipping at that fly tipping hot spot, no. Yeah, some good cheap garden stuff, isn't there, at B&M? I thought of getting something for the backyard, but I'll just get some Dahlia bulbs, I think. You can't go wrong with dahlias, can. Little ones are better though, the big ones are like bloody triffids. Hey Albert, you overtook me, you're stuck behind a white van. Eh? You've gained nothing, have you? Twerp. Yeah, I'm here, Albert. Pity there's no tires and horn fitted to this bike. Yeah, don't indicate, no, don't indicate, no. I was discussing this morning on Twitter. I had to put my computer on to pay a couple of bills online. An MBNA credit card, which are all £3 on, and my Barclay card, which I've nearly paid off, or £6.50 on. There's only really 2 cards to worry about now. And I was saying about bosses, people that don't do physical work and make a living. The history of bosses in this country, and I said, well, look what's on the television shortly on Talking Pictures. I'm Alright Jack, 1959, with Ian Carmichael. Terry Thomas is a personnel officer, Richard Attenborough's a boss, and the union bloke is Peter Sellers, Fred Kite, not Bert Kite, Fred Kite. Brilliant film, because it's a satire on the older unions in the 50s, as was that Carry On film, Carry On at Your Convenience. That was another one. And basically it portrays bosses as womanising useless bastards in the posh cars and exotic holidays. Not everyone, of course, but isn't that why British businesses fail? Due to useless bloody bosses, more concerned with totty. I said that. I said my ex-bosses, one of them was a Porsche driving little fart who spent more time drooling and lusting after young birds, or one like a page 3 girl, 18 and 19, about 5'10", gorgeous bottom and enormous tits, long blonde hair, and his mouth fell open for a new girl. And the big boss was a woman who drove a bloody Aston Martin, and her daughter was a personnel, and because she reckoned she were overworked, she wanted a new assistant. So this gorgeous young dolly bird started, and like I said, all my manager did, rather than managing the chaos, was drool after this young girl. And what happened? A rival conservatory company. Yeah, bad junction this now, isn't it? A rival conservatory company bought us out and promptly closed it down. My mate said that's it, would be shut within 6 months. I said no, it's a busy little company right by the motorway, why would he shut it down? He said you watch, that's what they do. Big company buys a little busy company out. And we had some good patents, like reflective glass that reflected the sun's heat and also kept it warm in winter, because that's why conservatories are notorious for being like an oven in summer and fridge in winter. The heat escapes through the glass, or it keeps it in. So we had a special glass. Anyway, yeah, it shut down. In fact, everywhere I've worked, when I was 16, 4 years in a carpet factory, shut down mysteriously. Some kind of diddle going on with a dodgy boss. And I went to a shoe factory, that closed down mysteriously. It shut down while everyone was on the holidays. They had set holidays, and the lads came back in September, about 1993 or 4. And there was a girl dishing notices out, you're all redundant, and they struggled to get the redundancy. They done them like flits. Then I went to GEC, I weren't still there, I escaped before all this kerfuffle. Then I went to GEC, aircraft factory, making wings, semi-skilled job, although I think it were fully skilled. Some lads came over from Ireland. You got a shit pay for that, that's a skilled job, you know. Should be on more money. So I know we should. We supplied shorts in Belfast with the wings and they made them into jets. And that closed down. And I got into conservatories for 20 years. Yes, yeah, slow down a little bit. Yeah, conservatories. Gobshite bosses. We did all the hard work on the shop floor. I was in ancillaries putting the boxes together in one of the conservatory factories, you know, with all the stuff in, all the bracketry and all sorts of bits and pieces. And I discovered there was a glitch. Every time a certain job came up, a glitch eliminated 6 or 7 products off the list, the picking list. And I kept getting, yes, what are you doing? Stay on your own side. I kept getting messages from this big fat bloke on the customer service. Another customer says the stuff missing. I said, well, it must be a glitch. Look at this picking list. There's half a dozen vital components missing off it. Oh, right. See him over there. And this other fat lad. And I said, all this stuff, why are you bothered? I said, hang on, I'm bothered, it's missing because have a word with that bloke over there, he's getting irate customers. Why are you bothered? I said, have a word with him. So I shouted over to customer service, fat bloke, to this other fat lad who in charge of doing the list, and he must have glitched it up by arsing the software up. I said, can you have a word with him? He doesn't seem to think it's important. He was called Pratley. Pratley. P-R-A-T-T-L-E-Y, Pratley. But they all had luxury cars and they're all on good money, about 30 grand a year. It's useless arseholes. I also did remedials when places were due to shut down. So what's the list in brackets? 3, 4, 5. It's attempts at delivery, and they're either arrived damaged or they've sent wrong item, but that girl's left now. So I were on them, make sure everything were right. One of them says, I've been after this capping for my conservatory in golden oak. You sent mahogany, white. There's a brilliant white, I forgot what it was called now, really brilliant white with a bluish tinge, ultra white, you know. And I said, I'm very sorry. I said, I'm on the job now. So golden oak, EUI. I think I might have sent 2. But arriving damaged, I once spent 10 minutes wrapping cappings really well. I used to send them with scrap drain pipes or thick pieces of cardboard. What you do, still wrapping that? Yeah. I said, look at that. All the other 5 have arrived damaged. So the girl was putting them loose in a plastic bag and I'm wrapping them nicely. I said, see if they come back. And of course they didn't. And that poor striving knob. Disgusting, isn't it? What's I'm alright, Jack, that'll tell you. About British industry and its failures, useless bosses promoted by the mates. Rather than actually being qualified for the job. It's all the chums from the golf club or the pub. Right, security light. It's a little one, big one. Next stop, Argos, if you haven't got one. I might have known. Well, I'm silly, but it's solar powered. No batteries required. I thought, what? When I looked, AA batteries. And others, that was just battery, and then of course some others are solar powered with them rechargeable ones in, but they're crap, aren't they? They don't last 2 minutes. Can you see a black engine? I think it looks better with a black engine. I like to see in sunlight. It's a better view, isn't it? Made a bit of an arse because the silver paint that was already on has reacted and it's a bit grotty looking, but who cares? It's just a work commuter, isn't it? They had some hydrangeas in blue. No, little pots with no flowers on yet. £4.50, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Blue flowers in one of my little gardens. That's worth considering. A return journey next week. What am I doing? I forgot to put the lock on. Good job the reminder was on. It didn't remind me though, did it? Because it's obscured. You silly sod. What a banana. What a daffodil. Yeah, bleeding daffodil. Yeah, I got that from l.e.d. £5. Oh no, it was £2.99 in the sale, that's right. There was some left. £5.99 down to £2.99 for thin cable lock. I told a mate at work to get one. He doesn't have any lights on his bicycle. And he doesn't lock it up, and his tyres are down to the canvas. He's a dope smoker. They're all a bit dopey, aren't they? Keeps barking like a dog. And then they say it's good for you. Wacky backy. Now then, I'll just go up here because I was telling Mr. Calderdale, sorry, Alan Wiltshire. He's got some electric bicycles on loan. And I said, yeah, I used to have a mountain bike when I worked at GEC and pedal to work on it. I used to go for occasional rides on the towpath because the Leeds and Liverpool Canal is here. Goes to the next town, Riston, then Clayton, then Accrington. So I presume that's the Yorkshire way, which ends up in Leeds, and this way will end up in Liverpool. Although, despite Liverpool being just over 40 miles away, because it winds, I think it's about 100 miles away on the canal towpath, which I think will be a bit beyond the range of the battery power. But imagine the lovely scenery and wildlife you see on these canal banks, plus all the litter. On a dry day like there is today, you know, it's not muddy, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Not having to pedal. I mean, pedalling is not so bad because it's all on the level. But electric bike would be even better, wouldn't it? Who wants to pedal if you don't have to? Right, next stop, Argos. Solar powered. There's an alternate route to get in the middle of Blackburn. Not really. I'll go and call Fogarty Way. There is a way, sort of, down there where the police station is. But I'm going to town centre really. Does it come out? Comes out on Barbara Castle Way, remember her? Well, she did some good stuff actually. She brought the breathalyzer in the 60s. Before that, I could just go out and get rat-arsed and drive home without any problems, and she brought in the breathalyzer. Imagine that, going out and getting sloshed and driving home. What was the mortality rate on the roads back then? It was only the 60s, not that long ago. Don't let the sun catch you crying. There's a memorial service for Jerry Marsden, Jerry and the Pacemakers. You'll never walk alone. It was delayed due to COVID, so they had it on Friday. I'm looking at all the news reports, so of course I've uploaded the YouTube links to some of his nicest songs. I like it, I like it. I like the way you run your fingers through my hair. And I like it more with every day. And I like it always hearing you say you're liking it too. You're liking it too. Whoa, I like it. Are you liking it too? Do that again. You're driving me insane. Kiss me once more. It's another thing I like you for. Do, 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 do. Yeah, he was 78 when he died, but he'd had a heart bypass. He was a bit overweight, wasn't he, for quite a few years. I meant to be losing weight. I thought that scale I bought at Christmas were faulty, saying 21 stone 12. If we open this up, it can keep with traffic. You know, 40, 45, it'll sort of easily do that at full throttle. It's just like I said, motorway speeds are where its limitations are. I didn't get my big bike out because all the locks were on, plus you have to do that reshuffle in the backyard. Move the bin, put this in where the bin is, and then faff around manoeuvring the other bike, and then putting this on the back wall. So I thought, I'm only going shopping, get this out. And like I said, look, as long as you keep the throttle open, it'll keep up alright with traffic. Did I mention the fork legs? When I was meant to be doing that trading at Christmas, he said the fork seals have gone, and I thought, buying fork seals and farting around. But I've seen some fork legs on eBay. They're black, an aftermarket pair from this engineering firm in Wales, unless they import them, but they say Yamaha on, they're sprayed black, got Yamaha in the castings, and they're just ready to fit. Drop these out, take the wheel off, drop these out, fit them, £75. No more leak. I mean, it's an MOT failure, isn't it? So I'll check when the MOT is due, and I might send for some. Hammer my credit card again. And like I said, they're easy to fit. Just loosen the clamps off and they're done, aren't they? Yeah, lots of plastic plants again. The ones I got last year are falling apart because they're sort of twigs, a mesh of twigs with stapled on plastic plants. You know, a screen, of course, have gone funny and fell apart over winter, and now £35, £32. Plastic wisteria on a mesh. I thought they were hazel twigs, but obviously not, because hazel is meant to last a long time. I have to try and patch up my old ones. You can spend a fortune, can't you, on little things like that for the garden. And I've not even got a bloody garden. To do me, what my mum's done, get hundreds of pots. We're in the backyard yesterday, fitting that crappy light. She must have about 50 bloody pots with all sorts in. When you see like some blue hydrangeas, you have to keep them watered though. I got some years ago and they died because I just didn't bother watering them. Yes, Albert, road narrows. Used to be called the Hotwood Arms pub, that. My dad's local, because we used to live down there. Yes, 58 years ago I was born on a street near the motorbike shop. I never know what's coming on this corner. Maybe I should do that circular tour, Whitewell, Waddington on this. That's what we're going to do today. Or Rivington Boyne, but after I've got these lights I'm going straight to my mum's to wire them up, hopefully before 4 o'clock, or make a start at 4 and finished at 5 or 6, just in time for the sun to go down, so I can test them. There, canal's here now, Canal Bridge winding its way to Liverpool. I said to Alan you could get B&B somewhere. There's loads of cycles on the towpath now. Recharge it. If you're just finding a chargy running down, find a B&B, preferably a canal side pub. Oh, look at that. Nice little thing, isn't it? What's that, Morgan? And carry on the journey. See, nobody will object, would they, with electric bicycles? If you tried that on a trial bike, you'd be struggling. Plus, you might have to negotiate a few styles. Whereas I'm sure you could pick an electric bike up. Funny, isn't it, on a little bike, nobody acknowledges you. For on my Hornet, they'll be nodding. Red light, Albert. In the right lane for Argos. Literally the right lane. So everything's back to normal, is it, after the pandemic? 2 years of fighting around. I still have a mask on me. I keep wearing mine because I'm ugly. They're still catching the bugs though, aren't you? I mean, if Kylie Minogue and the Queen can get it recently, then anyone else can get it. And in the paper yesterday it said 1 in 20 people got it for something. You know, the figures are going up. Possibly due to the relaxation of the rules. And this is a safer entrance round the back. Oh, is this one of them? Oh, it's a Triumph. Good Bobby. I thought it was one of them Benellis that I like, them 500cc Benellis. Yeah, I can't tell it's a little bike from this angle, can you? Especially not with the spotlights. You might get an idea with a little bell. Even that's gone rusty. £2 bell and it's gone rusty. Yeah, I'd like to know what the deal is now with Argos. Do they still issue catalogues or not? Plenty of parking spaces. Hopefully they do, because I told my mum I'd get one for her to peruse through. I imagine security lights at B&Q appear through the nose, so that's why I'd rather get them from Argos, but it's such a faff if there's a big queue. It's a right faff. Well, I've got two of them, £17 each, that's not bad, just traditional ones, never mind l.e.d. and they'll last for a couple of years, and I presume they're supplied with bulbs. There's no catalogues at all, it's just screens, and the lad come on, can I help? I said, yeah. I'm after some a security light or two for the back garden. So we typed in garden lights. No, we haven't got any, it's all fairy lights. I said, no, it's security lights, isn't it? So you put lights, and of course a million household lights. I said, no, security, I've had to do it. So I typed in security lights, and these were first on list. So I've got two. But I should have emptied, I was going to do that, empty my bloody panniers are full of them bubbles from work. So I think I'll stick it up my jackets. Should be alright till I get home. Or I'll drop them off at my mum's. I presume she'll be out again with Ernie at the seaside. We went to, what did she say yesterday? Lytham. I think we went to Lytham. I said go to the steam railway where I was. And enjoy it, a ride on the choo-choos. It's alright under my jacket. That's the benefits again, a jacket that's too big. Unless I've started losing weight. I said to the lad I've saved a bit of money So it'd be double that price in B&Q. £17 and the bulbs are like £2. And like I said, the one at home's got a little canopy over and lasted for ages. So, if I waterproof it somehow at my mum's, it should last a few years. Our old one, all the little PII cover had just cracked and you could see all the electronics inside, so no wonder it's not working. Could have bloody exploded if water had got in that hole. All the birds were flapping about. Oh, I said I could build a bird table on top of the lights. She's always fed the birds. When she used to have cats, she'd all be chattering her teeth through the bedroom window at all the birds, which I think it real hilarious. That's what cats do. Used to get fat balls, but you attract slugs, or a million slugs in the backyard eating all the crumbs up. I should stop getting fat balls, just get wild bird seed. Come on, come on. Well, they're not meant to be simultaneous, instead of really waiting in a queue for them. I must have altered the delay. Marvellous. Another wacky smell. I'm the only one that doesn't smoke that shit. Go on then, what does it actually do for you? Tell me. Tell me. Must be a few smokers out there. I once tried some. That mate of mine smokes it. Him that barks. Did you howl at the full moon and turn hairy? I only did, but make my hands and feet like lead and I felt very unhappy. I said, what the hell with that sky dog? It's not for you. I said, no, it isn't for me. It hasn't made me feel happy or whatever it's meant to do. So now I continued on. Oh no, I need to fit them. Like I said, getting a nice day on a Sunday is quite rare, so I never put off a job. 3:05, I could have them fitted in an hour or two because there's two to put up and wire to strip back, and I want to test the circuit first anyway. Attach a bulb to the terminals, make sure there's still power coming through, you never know, do you? It's that flat twin and earth cable, so it should be nice and solid still inside. That shouldn't snap, but you never know what's happening. Got litter there. We don't employ litter pickers anymore. Can you read what that says? Copy nuke. Copy nuke. Funny Victorian slang for something. Copy nuke. Copy nuke. Tram to copy nuke, please. You see the road sign to the left. Carl Fogarty Way. Carl Fogarty Way. With a derelict mill on it and nothing else. Imperial Mill. Yes, when cotton was king in Blackburn. Made millions, didn't they? In 100 years. 1850 to about 1950, then it all went tits up. You know, when they made a mistake, Gandhi came to East Lancashire. Where do they make looms? So they took him to Howard and Bullows, and Accrington actually made looms. I buy. And started making their own bloody cloth for peanuts, and that decimated the cotton industry virtually overnight, and they all started closing down. I worked in a cotton weaving mill, converted to making carpets, and they went bust mysteriously. Made custom carpets, anything you could think of, they'd incorporate into a pattern, program jacquard cards, which were punchable slots, which allocated colours of wool, and we made them for William Hill with racehorses on and stuff like that, you know. Oh, look at that power. Already broken down. Doing all of it. Ooh, flat tyre. That looked like a spare wheel anyway, didn't it? I put that gel in this bike as well as my Hornet. I had a puncture in many years apart from that glass bottle base I run over, and it went because it doesn't seal cuts, it just seals holes. Better than nothing, innit? Better than being stuck at the side of the bloody road for 2 hours or whatever. No need to brake, not police. Is that a TARDIS or a TURDIS? Dr. Pooh. Sorry, that used to be in Viz comic, you know, all Viz. I've not read Viz. I once bought the summer copy, the summer issue to read on the train to London years ago. And I had to put it down, everyone was turning around because I was laughing so much. Nobby's pals. Instead of Nobby's styles, you know, Nobby's pals. His wife was baking in the kitchen and he got a whisk entangled in his pals somehow. I know, silly, but what the hell? Who was that? What's his name? Lucifer? With Rosemary's Baby. Oh, what a lovely day. Still a bit chilly though. Like I said, I would have been at either the seaside or Rivington now. My mum keeps ringing up if you promise to do a job. Are you doing that yet? Are you doing that? Are you fixing that security light? So I had to leave a note yesterday. Light fitted but kaput. Either faulty or it's the poor current strength on the old cable. So like I said, I'll drop these lights off at my mum's house first, go back home for my little tool bag and a light bulb on wires and just touch the wires. You know, I'm sure it'll be perfectly safe. Up an aluminium ladder, touching potentially live wires. And if a bulb doesn't light up, it means the bloody cable's knackered. Oh. So I said, if a cable is knackered, I'll snip it off at the switch. Knock the power off, snip it off at the switch. And then forget all about it. Maybe get battery ones. There's enough lights what I bought, them little twinkly lights from l.e.d last year to illuminate the backyard anyway, but it's the security aspect he's worried about. Not that she's outward pinching like me. Hardly anything in the house that's of any value. She just bought a new telly because the other one packed up. She got a digital telly, 32 inch, you know, a flat screen, and it's gone pear-shaped. So she's got another from Tesco, I think, or Curry's, a Technica 32 inch. He's enjoying his selling it. Do they have brakes, them little scooters? Another one braking. No need to ease off the throttle and you'll slow down maybe. Talking of little red cars, did you see that little bloody three-wheeler in the papers this week? Very rare, one of only 500 made, or is it 200? £110,000 for a little bloody crappy three-wheeler. It's incredible, isn't it? It just shows us some silly buggers willing to splash out money on tripe. In this country, not everyone's poverty stricken. I'm going to go down there, but yeah, I'll cross where I want with me dogs. It's urgent that I get across now, rather than waiting for a gap. Sod it, I'll go home. I can always carry them in my bag. These lights, take them out of the boxes. Well, the battery just went. How convenient just as I got home. I'm going to show you these quickly. A friend of mine sent me £50 for my birthday, so I got a set of cut glass coasters in the shape of Speedo dolls, and you see. Right, aren't they? I think it was 5 or 6 in a little pack for a tenner. And I got a signed book from Mike McCartney off eBay for £40 with the other money. So thank you very much again. Yes, the battery went again. Hang on. They come in a little holder like that. You see. If you want some tenner glass, let me know. Not free. Another one somewhere. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. That's what they had in B&M, 32 or £35 this year. That's where I might put my blue hydrangeas. The voices have come back up after I chopped them all down last year. That's my rhododendrons, survive winter. So there we are.